The secluded cabin sat under tall pines near a ridge split long ago by an earthquake. Mike adjusted a soft felt cap that slipped over wide, anxious eyes while Lilt's ribbon charm glowed faintly in the dim morning. Swerve tugged his stunt goggles into place as Sprig tapped a back foot like a metronome on the porch rail. Two red bears, Rupee and Brick, glared at each other over a line of prankster wind-up teeth. In the yard, small animals quietly handed out folded flyers with an acorn stamp as if a secret book club argued by paper. Micah said he still wondered if fish dreamed in water. Lilt said fish probably dreamed in air because air felt like a big change. Swerve said dreams needed speed either way. Spriggs said he could sell tickets to that debate if snacks were included. A trail of banana peels led from the mailboxes to a clearing, where a polished Rossi and a turtle bowed under a red scarf while a boombox thumped a dance beat. A second turtle with a match shell and a stone-gray headband stood with arms crossed, showing chalk dance steps labeled as a lesson plan. Scattered wallets lay open, replaced by neat stacks of peels. The friends crouched behind a woodpile and listened as the turtles rehearsed. Bravo said the 2G would unite the woods once everyone slipped into class. Quarry said all wallets would be replaced by banana peels by sundown. Micah said that explained the peels but not the purpose. Sprigg said this was the first time a salad bar tried to pickpocket them. Back at the porch, the group reviewed what they had heard and tried to picture the next move. Lilt coiled her ribbon and traced routes on the dusty railing while Swerve bounced on the steps. Ruby and Brick argued over who had started last night's glitter trap. A warm kitchen smell drifted from somewhere the group did not notice. Lilt said the turtles wanted everyone at a dance by tricking them. Swerve said a clean grab of the wallets would break the spell. Ruby said her prank was obviously art. Brick said his prank was obviously justice. The prank war exploded across the path between the bears' cabins. Whoopee cushions lined the walkway and a confetti bucket swayed over a doorway tied to a thread. The noise and mess gave the turtles cover to slide through the neighborhood and plant more peels. The friends scrambled to stop the chaos before more wallets vanished. Micah said this prank war was helping the wrong team. Ruby said she would pause if Brick did. Brick said he would pause if Ruby admitted the glitter masterpiece was impressive. Brick said he would referee if the winner bought him carrot scones. On a side trail, a badger pedaled a bicycle salvaged from a shed that had survived the mountain-splitting quake. The turtles froze, then flared with instant outrage at the sight of the spinning wheels. They stomped and scolded until the badger rode away, leaving them panting and distracted. The worms exchanged looks as the pattern clicked. Lilt said the bicycle made them lose focus. Twerve said that gave them a window to act. Micah said they should confirm the reaction with a small test. Sprigg said he could ring a bell so hard even the trees would file a complaint. Like, subscribe, and comment the word slop to keep this adventure wriggling forward. It helped the team know you wanted more woodland capers and daring plans. Every tap and comment made the porch feel a little louder and braver. Sprigg said type slop if you like teamwork, dance battles, and fewer banana peels. Back at the porch, they built a plan that used the turtles' outrage to protect everyone's wallets. Sprigg hummed a theme while tapping time and assigning roles. Ruby and Brick agreed to pause the war and set up safe lanes for a bicycle parade. The worms would coordinate retrieval of wallets while the turtles chased the moving distraction. Lilt said ribbons could pull wallets from peel piles without slipping. Swerve said he could vault to high places and grab what others missed. Micah said he would keep count and direct traffic. Ruby said the truce would hold until the last peel was gone. By evening, the crew prepped near the old fault view where the split mountains glowed in low sun. Bicycles lined the path like parade floats, polished and ready. The bears spread grit over slick spots and set signs for turns. The worms tested ribbon hooks and hand signals while Sprigg loaded his satchel with extra bells and buttons. Swerve said no stunt went better than one with safety. Lilt said precision would keep them ahead of the turtles. Micah said everyone should watch for the secret book club slipping notes near the trail. Frigg said every parade needed its catchy chorus and he hummed one. At dawn, The turtles rolled in with boxes labeled for community outreach and a suspicious scent of fruit. They set out peels and announced a mandatory dance warm-up. The parade bells rang from the ridge, and wheels flashed in the trees. The turtles' heads snapped toward the bicycles and their outrage flared. Bravo said no bicycles were allowed during his art. Quarry said the lesson plan did not include spokes. Sprigg said spokes would be extra credit. Micah said move to positions and keep the turtles busy. As the turtles chased the rolling distraction, Lilt's ribbon looped around dangling wallet stacked near the boombox. Twer vaulted a stump and snagged a pouch from a high branch where a peel pile hit it. Micah counted out loud and guided traffic around the safe lanes. The bears shuttled recovered items to a table and locked them in a crate. Lilt said 3 more on the left. Twerp said 1 more on the branch and 2 behind the stump. Micah said steer wide and stay steady. Ruby said the crate clicked shut like a promise. And now a word from our sponsor. If phone autocorrect keeps turning your heartfelt texts into baffling nonsense, Optimidine's AI candle claims it can scent the room and guess what you meant before you hit send. Light it, think your message, and boom, fewer awkward apologies and more polished prose. It even has a mode that whispers reminders to proofread before you ask a stoic turtle to the dance floor by mistake. In this forest, that could save a friendship and a shell shine. Back to the chase in 3, 2, 1. Sprigg said he wanted the version that smells like carrot cake and good decisions. The turtles regrouped and tried to funnel everyone into chalked lanes for a sudden dance drill. Bravo spun his scarf and struck a bow while Cory marked counts with crisp taps. The bears dragged a fabric batter low to make a slip-free archway and redirected neighbors safely away. The worms tightened their formation and kept cycling the decoy route. Bravo said the duty demanded discipline. Quarry said the syllabus was non-negotiable. Twerv said the community preferred not to eat gravel. Brick said the archway was the only tunnel anyone would pass through today. Near the boombox, the friends confronted the turtles with calm words. They explained that swapping wallets for peels turned trust into fear and made neighbors feel tricked. Bravo argued he only wanted everyone to learn the duchy together, but his plan forced it. Quarry checked his lesson plan and hesitated as he saw the anger it caused. Micah said there could be a dance night with sign-ups and safety instead. Lilt said music could invite instead of trap. Twerb said the parade proved you could draw a crowd without stealing. Ruby said she would host if the peels stayed in the compost. Sprigg signaled the finale and a line of bicycles jingled past the clearing. The turtles flared with one last burst of outrage, then sagged when the crowd did not follow them. Bravo lowered his scarf and sighed. Quarry rubbed a chalk smudge and finally nodded at the sign-up sheet Ruby set on the crate. Bravo said he would teach the duchy with permission and no peels. Quarry said structure could be achieved without wallets. Brigg said the only thing to slip on now was a good beat. Micah said the plan worked because they learned what distracted the turtles and used it to protect the community. That evening, music played on the porch and the woods filled with careful steps. Bravo counted gently and showed the duchy without drama. Quarry kept time with a small tap and adjusted form only when asked. The bears watched the doorways, this time with streamers instead of traps. Lilt said the dance felt better when it was a choice. Swerve said he liked a lesson without chase scenes. Micah said the cabin seemed kinder when no one feared appeal. Sprigg said the theme song finally had a happy bridge. Later, the group sat on the steps and watched moonlight touch the split ridge. Ruby and Brick traded stories instead of pranks and laughed at the memory of the confetti bucket. The secret book club members finally held up a sign that read meeting adjourned and went home peacefully. The woods felt steadied again. Micah said he still thought fish dreamed in water. Lilt said the dreams could start in water and swim into air. Twerp said either way, both sides agreed to meet in the middle. Sprigg said as long as no one dreamt of banana peels, he could sleep soundly. All the slop in this video was generated using AI. This notice was for clarity. Please like, subscribe, and comment the word slop so more woodland stories can reach you. Sprigg said thanks for being here and said slop with a grin.